Hey Cranberry, all here. I just found a really cool strategy in this speedrun. What do you think I should call it? Well, he does jump across the platform. I know the perfect name for this strategy. The Cheese Grater 2000. Speedrunning is like no other. The objective to complete a video game as fast as humanly possible brings a competition that would do anything to save time. From glitches to skips, they're used all throughout speedrunning, to save some precious time. But, let's be honest, some of these tricks have some of the goofiest premises, either the name itself or the actual strategy. Today, I've brought together some of the goofiest strategies in speedrunning. I hope you enjoy. To start, let's go over some well-known ones. Ever tell someone you're good at arm pumping? Well, in Super Metroid, a technique known as arm pumping involves looking up and down with Samus's cannon. It saves time because the game moves Samus forward 1 pixel each time they look up and down. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting strategy that saves a Jurassic amount of time, but because you couldn't say the name freely in the middle of a public area, this is why I'm mentioning it. Anyways, while we're on the topic of supernatural games, Resident Evil, known for being scary, considered by some to be the epitome of survival horror. But picture this, however. Instead of, tiptoeing your way through creepy corridors, randomly every time there's a staircase in the speedrun, the speedrunners forget what game they're playing for a second and decide to just straight up Tony Hawk up the stairs. It's absurd, it's ridiculous, but it's surprisingly effective at shaving off time. It's done by binding all directional inputs to your controller, and I believe spamming it as you walk up the stairs. In Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, one of the main mechanics for the run is referred to as ball fly. You use an item initially made to get extra jump height to fly around the map. Because your grandpa decides to pester you, this causes the game to lag, which causes the physics to bug out in a way that allows runners to skip almost the entire game. This strategy really caused a massive blow to the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory speedruns puzzle enthusiasts, but time loss had to be made somewhere. In Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy, the game is infamous for having massive game-breaking glitches and skips. The skip bypasses the 20 power cell requirement needed to enter the second hub area, Rock Village. Long story short, between the first and second hub area is a fire canyon, in which you need 20 power cells to power a zoomer. You can't walk in this area, and if you do, you'll take damage and be sent back to Jak's last grounded position. But by using ground cancel jumps, Jak can approach the fire canyon without the game updating his last grounded position. By Jak never having his grounded position updated, the game never enables a safeguard. Jak is then able to jump onto the canyon's surface and initiate what's known as an infinite bounce, basically just turning around and jumping into the fire canyon, so your knockback pushes you backwards, or in this case forwards. This works because Jak's death sequence will not initiate unless he's in a grounded state, allowing him to basically travel through the entire canyon while dead, and skip the first 20 power cell requirement. But just think about this from Jak's perspective. You're told you have to collect 20 power cells to power the perfectly capable zoomer, but instead you decide to go over the fire canyon, turn around, jump into the fire, and Hail Mary your dead body over to the checkpoint across the fire canyon to skip it. Talk about dedicated. On the topic of lava, Mario Galaxy 1 Freeze Flame 2 Galaxy has some of the funniest strategies to turn Luigi into a human missile. It doesn't even save a full second, and is extremely difficult, so it's more of an individual level strategy, but oh well. It happens because he hits a vertical wall, giving him extra speed. On the topic of this level, I feel super bad for Luigi, because in the TAS it's even worse. He literally gets Hail Married across the entire galaxy, I believe like 6 times in a row, and just gets abused in this level. There's just no end to goofy strategies in Mario Galaxy. Like in Stone Cyclone Galaxy, for example. In this speedrun, you get hit by the Tox boxes and fling right into the star. Hilarious stuff. And yeah, there we have it. Short video, I know. Subscribe. Bigger upload next week. See ya.